guys, it's Amber. So for today's video, I thought I would customize my cell phone case and my glasses case. I've got a bunch of paint pens, and mainly Poscas, of course, and I've had some ideas, at least for a cell phone case, that I've wanted to customize in the past, and I just haven't done it. And you know, while I like having this black case, I think it'd be cute with some other decor on it, so why don't we get to it? So first I'm going to start with my phone, and in order to do that I need to first take my phone out of the case here. So, yeah. That way I don't ruin my phone. And I'm just going to be painting on the rubber part of it. This is an OtterBox phone case. Should be fun. I actually have an idea already lined up for this one that I want to do on my previous phone, but I just never did it. And that is the like a butterfly design that I have. I came up with this. It's like a butterfly and web sort of design. Like there's like webs connecting or lines connecting to these butterfly images. Like they look like little butterflies silhouettes or something. It's kind of actually based on, well, it's entirely based on my character Esmeralda Marta, who is a half-elf drow, like a half-drow character that I play with friends occasionally. We play D&D and stuff, and my husband runs this campaign, and this is a character I use for her. She is one of a few characters I have, but she's one I've been playing a lot lately. She's been the prominent character lately that in the D&D stuff. At least for me, she's been a prominent role-playing character, I should say. So I don't know if you can tell by my sketches here, because this is my first sketches of her, and I have more, but she's sort of got these web and flowers. She's a rogue, so she spent like a ton of money like on tattoos in the beginning of this whole campaign. And she worships if you know anything about Pathfinder and D&D, she worships the goddess Desna. And I guess her symbol is flowers, or not flowers, butterflies. Her symbol is butterflies. And so, yeah, I decided to give her butterflies since that's the goddess she worships. So she's got a bunch of butterflies all about her body, along with these webs coming off of her too. And that's to sort of signify the fact that she's a drow. I mean, it's pretty obvious she's half drow, but I guess in the Pathfinder D&D world, there's spider things. Dark spider stuff is significant for drows, and I just thought that kind of makes it look cooler. Not too much to say about it, honestly. I just did it because it looks cool, and I love this idea, and I thought it would make a really cool, fun phone case design. And again, I like having the black, but I just want something fun, and I think it'd be really cool to have my own custom on here, because I don't want to go and put money out for everything else. So yeah, no clue if it'll stay on. Hopefully we'll find out as time goes on, but yeah. In order to do this, I'm going to be using just a white Posca. Probably one of my smaller ones, which I gotta make sure this is my smaller one. Otherwise I have this big one. I'll grab both of them just in case. But yeah, these are what I'm gonna use. And just, I don't know, figure out how this goes along the way. So the first thing I did was I tried to make a little bit of a sketch with a white pencil. It's really hard to see it. It's so faint. I barely saw it when I was working on this, but you know, it's kind of there. This is just so I could get an idea of where to put the butterflies. nothing else to it. I just needed to figure out where to put the butterflies, get some base ideas for lines, and that was it. The next thing I did was I came in with my white Posca. This one was really easy compared to the other one. The second thing I did with the glasses, because all I used was white. But at the same time it was slightly harder than the glasses that I will be showing you later on, because the problem with this case is it doesn't have anything solid. So it just kept wanting to go in, like, you can kind of see it bending and dipping inward every time I put a little bit of pressure. And I don't know what I did. I don't know if I broke my pen. I don't think I broke it, but I struggled with the Poscas a little bit. Sometimes they were really leaky. Yeah, you can kind of see it. And then, like, I may have gone a little overboard with the lines, but I like it. In the end, I'm enjoying having this. It's been about a week now since I've done this, and I'm enjoying it. I think it looks pretty cool. Granted, things have faded a little bit. They're not as poppy as they once were, but that's because I use this every day. But, you know, I still like it. It's so cool. It's pretty. I like looking at it. I'm so happy I did this. It's awesome. And, you know, for my first time doing something like this, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. You know, it's a simple design, but it's fun. Not very symmetrical, but even though it's a repeating design, you know, maybe one day I'll actually draw this. Maybe I should make a design like this on, like, digitally, and then I can put it on my Redbubble so people can get actual things with it on there. Might do that. Keep an eye out on social media. I may just do that. Oh yeah, every time I had a mistake, I just sort of took some water and tissue and like some paper just to clean it up a little bit before it all dried too much. Just in case some of you out there decide you want to do something like this on your own cases. It's very fun, very relaxing. I definitely suggest putting music on and just doing this yourself with any kind of design on your own cases, and you'll have just a great time. Trust me, it's so fun, and the results are just awesome because it's custom, unique, and it's all you, and it's what you want, what you like, and it just gives a little more life to your phone and everything. I'm very happy with this. So last minute, I decided to add a little bit of white dots onto the butterfly wings, and I really am glad I did this because it kind of just gave a little oomph to the butterflies. It actually made them look more like butterflies than just random shapes, and I really think it helped pull the whole thing together in the end. So for the next thing, I'm gonna do my sunglasses case. Again, it's black. This originally was my normal glass case. This is what my actual glasses that I'm wearing now come in. But I hold my sunglasses in there because I like this one better than what I used to have. So I'm thinking about making flowers for this one. I was looking at some old pieces that I've, like sketches and things, not really anything significant, and I tend to have this tendency to draw a certain flower throughout time, and this is sort of the type of flower. I guess it's just a significant flower that I make. It's just always in my mind. I don't know why. It's not based on any real flower necessarily. So I thought I'd just draw a bunch of random flowers because I've been thinking about them, and these are kind of like my inspo flowers. Not going to be based on anything real, just a random design that I come up with and do. But yeah, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Should be fun. So just like last time, I went in with a white pencil and just sort of sketched everything on there that I wanted. To be honest, I really didn't know what I was doing with this drawing, like with this design. I just knew I wanted flowers. I thought, well, maybe I just have flowers on the top and then add some grass on the bottom. But in the end, I decided just flowers completely. And I don't have that many colors in my my Poscas and paint pens. So, but I wanted a little bit of a variety. So what I did first is I started out with an orange, because my husband says that my flowers kind of remind him of tiger lilies, and he knows that I really like tiger lilies, and I do. I like lilies, they're so pretty. So yeah, I just had orange and blue. The blue was really probably the best paint pen I had. It went down really smooth, and I barely had to add anything to it. And I added yellow and red. I ended up just sticking to these 4 colors, putting them on both the front and the back, but changing them just a little bit so that they have some sort of variation. And I liked the idea of having 2 big flowers and 2 small flowers. And I did, of course, repeat this onto the back side. Of course, I did the back side off camera, the underside, I should say, off camera. And each time I went in about 2 to 3 times over certain colors, just so they had a little more vibrancy and they weren't so streaky. And I thought they were a little flat with just the yellow, with just the solid colors. So I went in with my black paint pen, and I just sort of added little dots here and there, and some lines to sort of separate the petals from each other. And I liked this, but I also felt it was missing just a little something, so I took my gold pen and my gold paint pen, and I just added some more dots, and I really think this helped to really pull the whole thing together, and it just made it look so cool and pretty, and man, I liked it a lot. And I thought maybe white highlights, but then I decided to change that to brown, like little dots for the center, and I think that worked a little bit. Not necessary, but I did it. And here I'm just using a little magic to show you that I painted the backside without actually showing you I painted the backside. So, yeah. It was fun. And I'm really happy with how it came out. For sure. So, can I just say how happy I am with these? Like, I get happy with most of my stuff, but this stuff, oh my gosh. Look how cool this is. These came out just, wow. I mean, the bottom of the underside of my sunglasses is a little cracked, but that's just because it ended up, I had some trouble with the paint, so it just ends up kind of cracking a bit. It's kind of hard to see on camera, especially with that yellow, though. It ended up cracking a lot. But I did spray these down with my, my varnish, and that I'm hoping that'll help. I'm not really sure. It was just something fun to do. I'm really happy I did this, because man, I thought these were nice looking black, but I can't, like, even though they're probably not the greatest designs in the world, they look really cool, and like, honestly, I'm just blown away. I'm by this and what I was able to achieve with these pens and everything. Oh, I love it. now my phone will be exactly what I wanted. This was like legit. I have been wanting to make this for a few years now. For at least a year, I have been wanting to make this. And I finally did it. I didn't do it with my old phone case because it was just falling apart and I didn't want to deal with it. But man, so happy. It's so cool. I cannot wait to go and show this off and everything. Like when I go and, I mean, I'm going to a festival tomorrow, so that should be fun. Or I think it's a festival, something like that. So I get to show my phone off occasionally. Yay, just like, I'm sorry, I'm being a dork, but I think this is so cool. I love it. It's actually, I wasn't sure about it originally, but then I put it on my phone and I'm like, oh, it's just, yes. I love it. And same thing with this, like, I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna like these, but oh man, I'm so happy. And then I'm so happy I chose different colors down here. I'm saying happy a lot. How many times can I say happy? Can you guys count the amount of times I say the word happy? But, oh, yes, I love it. It's so cool. I can have my glasses in here. It's just awesome. I cannot wait to just show these, especially since it's summertime, so I get to show off my glasses case since every time it's so sunny out, I have to pull this thing out. And it is so cool. Like, seriously. If you guys have the chance, just take any paint markers. I mean, I do recommend the Posca ones. They're really good. But there's some other ones like Deco Color. I have some other paint markers that are pretty decent. Top Notch is a good brand. Deco Color. Just, you know, find some paint markers and just find your like phone cases if they're just plain. If it's plain and you think it might, you like it plain, but you're not sure, you kind of wish you had some more colors, and especially like if you got an OtterBox, like this is an OtterBox, and they only really come in black that I'm aware of. So, you know, I think this was a great opportunity for me to just customize it and sort of make it my own, and yet still keep, it's still going to be work like an OtterBox should, because it is an OtterBox. It's just painted. I do recommend doing this if you guys have the time. Like, if you have the time, you want to make your stuff look even cooler or cuter, or just make them different, and they're a solid color, grab some paint pens and paint them. Do whatever you want, have some fun, and do it. It was fun to do. It took me a while. It took me a couple hours to do each one of these. But you know, I liked it. I really did. And you know, the thing about the paint markers is they dry fairly quickly. The only reason this one took a little longer is I had a little bit of trouble with the paint coming out. I think that's user error though. I'm still trying to learn these things. Definitely, highly recommend. Got the time, do it. It's great. You'll have your own fun pieces, and like that you can have out in town. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's so fun. I had so much fun doing this, and I'm glad I finally did it. So yeah, I'd recommend it if you guys wanted to do something like this, or you want cases like these for your phones or your sunglasses or anything. Just go and decorate them yourselves. It's pretty easy and fun, and you never know what you'll end up how it will end up turning out. And in the worst case scenario, you don't like it, clean it right off. Typically, you typically clean it off, depending. At least scrape it. It may not be the prettiest thing, but you can always paint over again and try again. There's plenty of options. I highly recommend it though. Nothing too much else to say about these, except that, you know, I love them. I'll probably do this again. My husband actually wants me to decorate something for him now, I guess. So, I guess he wants something custom too. Nothing too much else to say, except check out my Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Ko-fi. Links will be down in the description. And I will have videos somewhere up here. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification button so you guys don't miss out. For the meantime, I hope you guys all have a fun, inspirational week, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye!